Hello everyone. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss classification of medical textiles. Broadly, there are two classifications. First one is depending upon the fibers used in the production, and second one is depending upon the area of application. Fibers used in the production may be further classified in two categories: biodegradable fibers and non-biodegradable fibers. Area of application may be further classified in three categories: surgical textiles, extracorporeal material, and healthcare and hygiene textiles. Surgical textiles may be further classified in two categories: implantable materials and non-implantable materials. First, we discuss classification depending upon the fibers used, in which first category is biodegradable fibers. Fibers that are absorbed by the body within 2 or 3 months after implantation are called biodegradable fibers. Both natural and synthetic polymers come under this class and are susceptible to microbial degradation. For example, cotton, viscose, polyamide, polyurethane, collagen, and alginate fibers. Biodegradation is defined as a direct utilization of major component of material in metabolic process of microorganism. Four stages of deterioration involved in biodegradation are hydration of weak van der Waals forces and hydrogen bonds, irreversible loss of polymer strength due to cleavage of covalent bonds, absorbance of polymer and formation of low molecular weight fragments, complete removal of polymer from the tissue. Now, various medical applications of these biodegradable fibers are Dacron used in vein bypass. Collagen grafted onto Dacron is used to produce vascular grafts. Fibers are used in controlled drug delivery systems. Fibers are used in area of personal hygiene, for example in diapers, non-woven swabs, sanitary napkins, surgical gowns, etc. Another category is non-biodegradable fibers. These fibers are absorbed slowly by the organ or tissue in which they are placed and take more than 6 months to degrade. Some of the common examples are polyester, polypropylene, polytetrafluoroethylene, which is also known as Teflon, graphite, or carbon fibers. These thermoplastic polymers can be melt spun into monofilaments and are used as surgical sutures. Those fibers with high Young's moduli are processed in multifilament yarns and can be used in the following ways: coated into slightly twisted bundles and used as sutures, for example nylon sutures. Second is constructed into coated sutures, braids, for example polyester. Then converted to woven or knitted mesh, produced as woven, non-woven, or knitted fabrics, and converted into felts or velours. Now, another category of medical textiles classification, which is depending upon the area of application. First one is surgical textiles, which is further classified in implantable medical textiles and non-implantable medical textiles. So first we take implantable medical textiles. These materials are used in effecting repair to the body, whether it be wound closure, sutures, or replacement surgery like vascular grafts, artificial ligaments, etc. The various implantable textile materials are listed in a table. These are the implantable medical textiles. Product applications: sutures, which may be biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Then soft tissue implants, artificial tendons, artificial ligaments, artificial skin, eye contact lenses, then artificial cornea, orthopedic artificial joints and bones, then cardiovascular implants, in which vascular grafts and heart valves. Uh, these are the fiber types which are suitable for a particular application, and this column shows the yarns or fabric types which are suitable for particular applications. Filament textured yarns used nowadays are coated to prevent leakage of blood while tissue is forming on the inner walls. Different types of grafts available are Teflon woven, Dacron woven, Terylene woven, Terylene knitted. Carbon fiber is popular material for tissue repair. Now, suspensors and reinforcing surgical meshes are used in plastic surgery for repairing defects of the abdominal wall, surgical treatment of hernia in urology, etc. Hydrophobic felt dressings are high porosity textiles made from man-made fibers designed for treatment of burns and different dermatological defects, means skin related defects. Then artificial tendon and ligaments. The artificial tendons and ligaments are similar to the polymeric textiles as they are composed of multiples of fibrils and fiber bundles. Tendons connect muscle to bone while ligament connects bone to bone. The major requirements for artificial tendons and ligaments are tissue compatibility, tensile strength, fatigue resistance, porosity, flexibility, stable anchorage of the implant, immediately load carrying capacity of the implant, no inflammability of the tissue, and Teflon, polyester, nylon, and silk have been used as the component of these processes. Porous artificial tendon. It is made of porous tape surrounded by medical grade silicon sheath. The tape component of porous tendon can be made of artificial porous fabric mesh or woven tape constructed of nylon filaments, braided silk, and polyethylene. Then hunter tendon. It is most successful artificial flexor tendon. It is composed of celastic coated Dacron fabric with exposed Dacron fabric at the end for fixation. Now, another category, non-implantable material. These materials are used for external applications on the body and may or may not make contact with the skin. For example, surgical dressing, bandages, protective eye pads, adhesive tapes, etc. Dressings, fibers may be plain and medicated, and cotton is basis of most surgical dressings. For example, absorbent surgical cotton obtained from raw cotton by series of processes which remove natural waxes and coloring impurities. These are used for local cleaning and pads and pads in surgery. Then fabrics, plain and medicated, these are also mainly made of cotton. Gauzes or bandages and plasters with cotton base are made and medicated to form antiseptic dressings. Then rubber impregnations are used to form waterproof protection dressings and also give mechanical support to hold the edges of the wound. Compound dressings, it includes layer of absorbent cotton, plastic and gauze to form artificial pad. Then surgical gauzes, its function is to provide an absorbent material of sufficient tensile strength for surgical dressings. Different types of gauzes are filament gauzes, iodoform gauzes, salvage edge gauze strips, and X-ray detectable gauze. Bandages, these have a function of mainly protecting the bones and giving support to the medicated gauges or pads applied on wound. These are narrow cotton or linen, plain weave cloth of low texture, either woven or knitted. These are of different types like cotton and rubber elastic bandages for sprains and strains, then cotton rubber elastic net bandages, net fabric of lace construction, plaster of Paris bandages. Cotton cloth is impregnated with artificial mixture of calcium sulfate. Then orthopedic cushion bandages and crepe bandages, which are elastic in nature due to special weave allows it to stretch twice of its length. Then protective eye pad, these are scientifically shaped 2 and 3 by 4 inch by 2 and 3 by 4 inch to be used over the eyes. Then adhesive tapes, it is narrow plain weave fabric having artificial coating of adhesive paste. It is used with other pads to conform them on the injury. So we'll stop here, and in my next lecture I will cover extracorporeal materials, healthcare and hygiene textiles, and also absorbency of medical textiles materials, and uh, sterilization. So thank you very much.